All right, chapter 6, okay? Chapter 6 of the Millionaire Booklet by none other than Mr. Grant Cardone, Uncle G, okay? GC. This is an awesome book so far. We're halfway through, okay? I'm reading one chapter a day. We got 10 chapters, and I'm now getting into chapter 6, okay? If you haven't heard my other five, go back and watch the other five, listen to the other five chapters, and also encourage you to pick up one of these yourself. It's millionairebooklet.com, and it's super cheap book. It's really short, and it's light, and it's small, and you can put it in your back pocket. You can take it everywhere you go until you get to that $1,000,000. So if you want to make $1,000,000, listen up, and let's get in. Okay, chapter 6. Chapter 6, step 4 out of 8. Okay, who's got my money? Who's got my money? Okay. This is so simple. It's amazing and it's genius once you understand it. Simply ask yourself, who's got my money? People get into business and make a business plan and never ask this simple question. Make a list of who has your money, the money you want, and figure out what you can exchange with them. Okay, whether you have a service, a product, or an idea, the question to ask yourself is always, who's got my money? You don't need to make money. You need to connect with those who've already collected money, who have money, and exchange what you have, skills, knowledge, with what they have, money. Start investing most of it, if not all of it, your time, if not all of your time, with those people on your list. Get your millionaire mentality wrapped around this idea and spend every waking hour and all your energy on serving those who need what you have. At the age of 29, when I started my first company, I spent all of my time getting in front of people who could buy my product and spent almost no time with those who couldn't and or wouldn't. My wife and I recently were at a conference and I reminded her, Elena, there are only 4 to 6 people we need to meet here, okay? When my staff travels with me to a convention, I remind them, be nice to everyone, but remember, we are here to meet people who have our money. This must be your foremost focus. If you don't do this, you will miss opportunities and waste time with people who cannot and will not buy or invest in your idea. I sound like a bad, selfish, greedy man, don't I? Well, no one calls me a bad man when the bill comes for dinner and I pick it up. No one thinks I'm selfish when they need a loan, and I'm the one that can help them because I am liquid. When you want to start a new business with me and I provide the funding, you will be glad I am focused on my finances. This is just the hard, cold, simple fact of building wealth. Follow the money, as they say. If you spend all your time with people who can't pay you, you will end up being someone who can't pay. Who's got my money is one of the most powerful concepts in the creation of wealth and time. Okay. If you spend all your time with people who can't pay you, you will end up, I'm reading this wrong. Okay. If you spend all your time with people who can't pay, you will end up being someone who can't pay. That being said, the more people you can help, the more money you will have. If you want to make $1 billion, simply help 1 billion people. The people who need the most help on this planet don't have much money, so they will need you to have money to invent the solutions to help them. Figure out a way to get help to 1 billion people, and you will likely end up with way more than $1 billion. And you will end up with more than money. You'll end up with true wealth, friends, support, love, legacy, and a worldwide admiration. But let's be clear, you aren't going to help 1 billion people without either having money or finding someone who does. So ask yourself, who's got my money? And keep asking until you have answers. Once you commit to this concept fully, the money will follow like magic. If you are one of those people who doesn't like to talk to people because you tell yourself you are an introvert or you're shy, get over it. Remind yourself you don't like just getting by or being broke either. When your goals are big enough, you will quit telling yourself lies and making lame excuses. You're not going to become rich from your closet, garage, or your living room. It doesn't happen. Okay, every one of those garage billionaires got rich when they finally left the garage to sell their idea, invention, or product. Okay, when your goals are big enough, you will quit telling yourself lies and making lame excuses. On my way from being broke to banking my first $5 million, all I focused on was who's got my money. I was traveling 300 days a year for over 6 years, knocking on doors of prospective buyers, investors of my business idea. I provided a service and they exchanged their money with me. I hated every moment of it. It was not something I wanted to do, not something I liked to do, and I had to gut up every day to do it. I did thousands of free meetings around the US and Canada, traveling at my own expense to make myself known and find opportunities to get in front of qualified buyers in hopes I could raise money to sell my product and increase income. Billionaire Mark Cuban was quoted saying, "The most important thing you must learn about any business is sales. Sales made simple is who's got my money?" Once you commit to asking this question, you will want to learn how to master sales, and I can help you at cardoneuniversity.com. For now, make a list of who is qualified and make yourself known to them. If you have a money shortage, it is because you are investing your time with the wrong people and you're not applying. Who's got my money? There is no shortage of money on this planet. So if you have none, it's about some deficiency you have regarding money. Time invested on who's got my money will always, always, always result in money. If you are going in front of those who have money and coming away without it, you have to join me at cardoneuniversity.com and I will help you resolve those deficiencies. But first, ask yourself, who's got my money? And guys, if you want to get plugged into Cardone University, okay, two things. Number one, okay, if you have an interest in real estate, I include the Cardone University coaching program with my program for no extra charge, okay? This is Sales Training 101. I mean, it's got tons of modules on there. It's an incredible program. Everybody needs to know how to sell, okay? I don't care if you don't think you're a salesperson. Everybody needs to know how to sell, okay? If you want to get your way in life, in your career, in your business, in your marriage, in your relationships, in your friends, family, whatever, you want to have your way in life, you need to learn the basics, the fundamentals of sales. Cardone University coaching program will teach you that. And if you're getting into real estate, you absolutely need to learn sales. That's why I include it with my program free of charge, okay? If you have zero interest in real estate, that's fine too. I can get you access to the classic Cardone University on-demand training, which has everything you need to know. Okay, so reach out to me, and I'll get you a link to get you all set up in there. Okay, so that's it for today, and tomorrow we'll be talking about Chapter 7, Step 5, Stay Broke. See you tomorrow.